Police allegedly barricade Emir Sanusi's the second palace, restrict movement. Again, explosion rocks Zamfara communities. Lassa fever kills 23 in Ebonyi, 48 cases confirmed. On the foreign scene, 6 bodies retrieved from illegal gold mine in South Africa. Hello, and welcome to Trust TV News Update. My name is Hawa Gambo. Thank you for joining us. Have allegedly barricaded the Emir of Kano, Muhammad Sanusi II's palace, restricting him from attending a royal ceremony in Bichi local government area. The event was to feature the presentation of a staff of office to a new district head of Bichi. According to a source in the Kano Emirate, heavily armed security personnel, including armored personnel carriers APCs, barricaded the entrance of the Emir's palace, restricting all movement. Efforts by the Kano State Governor Abba Yusuf to intervene also faced hurdles, as his delegation was reportedly denied entry into the palace.
There is some attention at the Emir's palace, and it has to do with the Emir's planned trip to Bichi. The Emir is scheduled to visit Bichi today, where the new district head of Bichi and the one by Kano, Alhaji Manil Sunusi, is expected to assume duties. The Emir is scheduled to lead the Friday congregation and the Tijaniya devotion later in the evening. Until now, Bichi has been without a district head since the dissolution of the emirate. The other 4 emirates were demoted, so to speak, to second-class emirate from first-class emirate, and Bichi is an exception. The atmosphere around the palace is a bit tense, and people are avoiding the area because of possible clash with the police. At the moment, there has not been any statement from the police, even though I tried to speak to the police spokesperson, Abdullahi Haruna Kiawa, though no, unsuccessfully. But there has not been any official statement or announcement by either the police or the DSS or even from the palace. Just tell you the strategic importance of Bichi to Kano Emirate. Late Emir Abdullahi Bayero was once a district head of Bichi, from where he emerged as the Emir. His son Emir Sanusi I was also district head of Bichi, from where he became the Emir. The second eldest son of Bayero, Danyan Kano Amina Bayero, was also district head of Bichi. lled Yusuf Bayero, the Danyan Kano, was also district head of Bichi. And then the last holder of the title of district of Bichi was Alhaji Idris Bayero, who was the Barde of Kano, and he was reinstated as the district head by Emir Sanusi in June this year, and he died 2 months ago. And so the Emir now appointed his chief of staff, Alhaji Manir Sunusi, who he promoted to the position of Wambai and the district head of Bichi.
In the meantime, police have blocked the gates leading to Bichi Emir's palace ahead of the arrival of the newly appointed district head. The police also asked villagers and ward heads who had gathered to welcome the new royal father out of the palace. Chairman of Bichi Local Government Council, Hamza Maifata, has asked residents to remain peaceful and be law-abiding. The chairman announced a shift in the date of the gathering scheduled for Friday by the Kano Emirate. A statement signed by the local government information officer Tasi Ujubu Dawano said the area remained calm as people went about their normal business activities. And at least 2 explosive devices went off at separate locations in the Dansado district of Maru local government area of Zamfara state. Reports say the 2 explosions occurred on the road between Dansado and Malamawa and another one on Malele Road, all in the Dansado district. A resident, Nuhu Babangida, was quoted as saying passengers in a canter truck going to the Dansado weekly market on Friday escaped death after the truck loaded with grains ignited the bomb. Babangida said the explosions on Malamawa and Malele roads went off simultaneously but recorded no casualties. This is the 3rd time an explosive device will be planted along Dansado Road within a week. 12 people were found dead Wednesday morning after an explosive blew off a bridge at Ertasha village. The police on Friday morning confirmed the attack on Wukari-Kenta Road, allegedly involving the family of Governor Abu Kefas on Thursday. Social media had on Thursday evening reported that gunmen attacked the mother and sister of Taraba State Governor Abu Kefas along Kenta Road in Wukari local government area. According to the report, the chairman of Wukari local government, Daud Samaila Agbu, had earlier disclosed that the governor's sister, Atsi Kefas, sustained gunshot injuries and was initially treated at the Federal Teaching Hospital in Wukari and before being flown to Abuja via helicopter for advanced medical care. But in a swift reaction, a top government official in a WhatsApp post dismissed the social media post. But speaking with journalists in Jalingo on Friday morning, the police public relations officer, SP Abdullahi Usman, confirmed that a robbery attack occurred on the road but did not verify whether the governor's mother, Jummai Kefas, and sister were among the victims. Usman said investigations into the incident were ongoing, assuring that the perpetrators of the robbery will be brought to justice. A wanted Boko Haram member, Isa Jafaru, aka Nabida, who is suspected to have fled from the northeast after a persistent onslaught from the Nigerian army, has now been arrested by the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps Ekiti State Command. NSCDC State Public Relations Officer Afolabi Tolulokbe, who disclosed this in a statement on Thursday, said the suspect was arrested at Iloro Ekiti after operatives of the Intelligence Department of the command launched a manhunt for him following his questionable character in the community. According to the spokesperson, preliminary investigations from the command revealed that the suspect is a top-ranked member of the terrorist group and relocated to Iloro Ekiti, while other members of the group are scattered within Ekiti State. Parading the suspect, the state commandant, Oluwaseun Shoshina Paul, explained that the command's intelligence and counter-terrorism unit is reining in on the miscreants with a view to stopping them from regrouping in Ekiti State. Shoshina added that the command will hand over the suspect to the Department of State Security Service for further investigation to pave the way for the arrest of others who are currently in the Axis and other parts of the state. The Police Service Commission, PCS, on Friday announced the dismissal of 19 officers over what is described as gross misconduct against the extant rules and regulations of the establishment. The Commission, during its plenary, presided over by its chairman, Hashim Argungu, a retired Deputy Inspector General of Police, also reduced the rank of 19 other officers who were found culpable of varying degrees of offenses. The 19 senior police officers that were sacked comprised 10 Assistant Superintendents of Police, 6 Deputy Superintendents of Police, Chief Superintendent of Police, and 1 Superintendent of Police. Reports say the sack followed recommendations of the commissioners in the commission after investigating different petitions against the said police officers. announcing their sack in Abuja after the plenary. The spokesman of the commission, Ikechukwu Ani, also disclosed that 2 AIGs were also punished for refusal to carry out lawful instructions. He said one of the AIGs who refused to carry out lawful order was reprimanded, while the other senior officer was handed a letter of warning for negligence of duty. An Ondo State Magistrate Court sitting in Akure, the state capital, has ordered that a 38-year-old laborer, Moses Udo, be remanded at the Olokuta Correctional Center for allegedly assaulting his 18-year-old daughter sexually. Udo was arraigned on a 2-count charge of indecent sexual assault of a minor and threat to life. The police prosecutor, Inspector Taiwo Oyere, told the court that the defendant committed the offense on November 26, 2024 by 10:20 p.m. at his residence located at number 20 Ebonyi Street, Akure. According to Oniere, Udo has on several occasions forcefully had sexual intercourse with his 11-year-old biological daughter and injured her. The prosecutor revealed that the defendant threatened to kill the victim if she dared tell anyone about his misdeeds. Narrating her ordeal, the victim revealed that her father, Udo, had often had sexual intercourse with her in his room, and most of the time will threaten to kill her if she opened up to anyone. Due to the age of the victim, the magistrate ordered the transfer of the case to the family court and adjourned it to December 10, 2024 for trial. The Osun State Command of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps (NSCDC) has arrested 4 suspects who allegedly raped 2 minors in the state. The suspects, Sadiq Opeyemi, 30, Afiz Olalekan, 36, Ismail Ibrahim, 30, and Abdullahi Garba, 33, were arrested on December 3rd in Iwo local government area of the state. Parading the suspects on Thursday in Oshobo, the state capital, the NSCDC commandant in Osun, Ibalowale Sotiyo, said they defiled the 2 minors who were 13 years of age respectively. According to him, the suspects lured the girls with 500 naira and slept with them on many occasions, adding that the perpetrators confessed to the crime. Justice Yewande Adesanya of the Lagos State High Court, sitting at the Tafawa Balewa Square on Thursday, ordered Chidinma Ojukwu's co-defendant to open their defense. Ojukwu, charged with the murder of the Super TV Chief Executive Officer Michael Osifo Otaga alongside Adedapo Kadri and Chioma Igbuchu, are standing trial for Ataga's murder. She and Kadri are facing the first to 8 counts bordering on conspiracy, murder and stabbing, while her sister Ebuchi is facing the 9th count of stealing an iPhone 7 belonging to the late Ataga. The 2 were alleged to have conspired and murdered Ataga on June 15, 2021 by stabbing him several times with a knife in the neck and chest. At the resumed hearing of the trial on Thursday, the 2nd and 3rd defendants, who had earlier filed a no-case submission challenging the trial, asked the court to dismiss all charges against them. Consequently, the judge adjourned the case to February 20, 2025 for continuation of trial. The Joint Action Committee of the Academic Staff Union of Polytechnics, Ogun State, has demanded the implementation of 77,000 naira new minimum wage as approved by Governor Dapo Abiodun. The union wondered why the polytechnic workers in the state have not been allowed to enjoy the new minimum wage 2 months after the government began its implementation for other civil servants in the state. ASUP has equally decried the obvious neglect and poor funding of polytechnic education in the state. The union condemned the unwillingness of the state government to increase the 5 million naira monthly subvention the polytechnic in the state have been receiving for about 15 years, despite the vagaries of the economy, including the galloping inflation, amongst others. The zonal coordinator, ASUP Zone C, Nuruddin Masopa, which comprised the Southwest region, disclosed this during the briefing held on Thursday at Moshood Abiola Polytechnic, Abeokuta. Masopa said that it is constitutionally the duty of the proprietor of the polytechnics to ensure that these institutions are properly funded. Tragedy struck on Thursday night as a fatal motor accident claimed the lives of 5 people in General Gas area of Akobo, Ibadan, Oyo State. The accident, which occurred between 11 p.m. and midnight, took place directly opposite the NNPCL filling station in the area. Reports indicate that the collision involved a commercial Nissan Micra carrying 5 passengers and a long truck. The identities of the driver and the passengers involved in the crash are yet to be confirmed. Details surrounding the circumstances of the incident remain unclear as of the time of this report. Ebonyi state government says the state has lost 23 persons to Lassa fever disease. The state government announced this as it read out plans to improve the well-being of its citizens and healthcare access. Governor Francis Nwafuru, who disclosed this in Abakaliki on Thursday, also said a total of 48 cases out of 394 cases of Lassa fever have been confirmed between January and December 2024. Nwafuru disclosed that the state plans to establish 1 specialist hospital in each of the 3 senatorial zones to boost healthcare delivery in rural areas. He noted that his administration has prioritized healthcare throughout its efforts to strengthen the public health infrastructure, surveillance systems, and community engagement to effectively prevent and control outbreaks such as Lassa fever, cholera, and other life-threatening diseases. The federal government's decision to disengage civil servants holding degrees from institutions in Benin Republic and Togo has sparked widespread reactions. The directive, which targets graduates from 2017 to date, has been met with approval from many Nigerians who see it as a step towards sanitizing the public service. Trust TV's Antonia Ebohon hit the streets of Abuja to gauge public opinion, finding a consensus among citizens who applauded the move as necessary to uphold the integrity of the system. Her report.
The Director of Information and Public Relations in Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Segun Imohyonse, confirmed the development on Wednesday in a statement. In August, the federal government announced that only 8 universities had been accredited to award degrees to Nigerians in Togo and Benin Republic. This followed an undercover investigation report in which a daily Nigerian journalist acquired a degree from a university in Benin Republic in 2 months and used it to participate in a National Youth Service Corps scheme. Following the report, the government banned the accreditation and evaluation of degrees from tertiary institutions in Benin Republic and Togo. The federal government also set up an interministerial investigative committee on degree certificate miling to probe the activities of certificate racketeers. Some residents of Abuja who reacted to the act of acquiring fake certificates to secure jobs said it is wrong and highly condemnable and applauded the decision of the federal government.
The act of certificate racketing is condemnable, absolutely, and untimely. A lot of people have struggled to get into various universities in Nigeria by writing jams and work per se. It has not been very easy. And eventually they went through the rigor of acquiring a certificate in various universities in Nigeria. And for some other people to have gone through shortcuts by way of going to Togo and Benin Republic to acquire certificates that do not exist is condemnable, absolutely, and it's an act of criminality. And what the decision of the federal government is quite applaudable.
While residents commended the federal government, they also advised that more layers of checks should be put in place in the Nigerian educational system to address the menace of fake degrees. They lamented that such loopholes are depriving Nigerians with genuine certificate the opportunity of securing jobs.
So what the government do is good. But another thing is for the government to put their own school in order. Because if their school is in order, there is no need of going to the neighboring. If you are talking of, say, Canada, US, UK, it's quite different than the same our brother here, Africa, and which, if the government has done the right thing, will even have better standard of education more than those countries.
It's a good thing that the government has taken it upon itself to ensure that forging of certificates and the rest of them, they're trying to cut it down. Because if you even look at Nigeria as a whole, the system is not working. So because the system is not working, it cuts across everybody. And then so many people even jump. In fact, not just that, there are some that did not even go to primary school, just went straight to secondary school. And there are some that didn't even go to secondary, just straight to the university.
I think the federal government is doing a good thing with this, because the truth is, the situation whereby an hardworking person, as in after spending so much time reading, struggling to make sure that you come out to get a good job, you can't get it. Why? Because those that feel they have the money, they've already gotten the positions whereby they don't even work for it and all that. So I think when they come up with things like that, is to actually give room for people that actually worked for it to be in that position.
It's a good step. It's a good step. That has to stop. They have to stop it immediately, so that our own youth that are not employed can be able to employ in those offices.
While some residents are hopeful that the move will help rid the system of bad eggs, others say that this will serve as a warning for those who are thinking of a shortcut to academic success. Antonia Ebonyi, Trust TV News.
In Kano, 3 young innovators are turning heads with their impressive drone creations. Their groundbreaking work has captured the attention of social media, fueling excitement and shining a spotlight on youth creativity across Nigeria. The report.
The group includes Salim Musa, Jibril Musa, and Aliu Muhammad. They showcased their work at the Trade Fair Complex in Kano, where onlookers watched how these 3 young men displayed drones they built from scratch. Yes. After their video went viral, Trust TV engaged them to tell the world their story. These young men are not only building drones, but are also showing Nigerian youths what can be achieved even with limited resources.
Those things are actually motors that we use: ASC, speed controller, then the receiver, then battery, then servos. Those are the main things that will make your drone or anything fly. So to get these items is very difficult, and now due to the situation we are in now, you have to start working very hard to see that we arrange some things down.
Despite the challenges, they believe drones can solve problems.
If I can have enough funding to progress my drone work, I will really tackle the delivery challenge. Because looking at the current situation we are in Nigeria, and most especially northern part of Nigeria, our local areas are very far from the main cities, and some of the challenges happening there cannot be solved in a short period of time. Before it even reach the city, it has already gone far from there.
To me, if I have enough funding, I will go with the security. Because of the situation we are in Nigeria, we have a lot of crises and bandits. So the UAV drone, it will help a lot.
The collaboration between these 3 young men has been key to their progress. As a group, they are not only working on building better drones, but also on fostering the next generation.
In the next 5 years, I would like us to have a big company where all those drones are going to be manufactured and even sell out to other foreign countries. And I want us to have a center where we are going to teach anybody that has passion on drones. You can contact us so that we can put them through all those things we are doing.
Their journey proves that passion and determination can overcome challenges, especially with creativity and teamwork. Abdulaziz Ibrahim, Trust TV News.
In the business scene, the Naira appreciated significantly against the dollar at the official foreign exchange market on Thursday. According to the Nigerian foreign exchange market data, the Naira straightened to 1,567 Naira per dollar on Thursday from 1,608 on Wednesday. This represents a 41 Naira gain against the dollar compared to the 1,608 official exchange rate on Wednesday. Meanwhile, at the black market, the naira closed at 1,715 naira per dollar on Thursday from 1,700 traded on Tuesday. This indicated that the naira dipped by 15 naira at the close of trading on Thursday. The development comes as the Apex Bank at the end of November 2024 announced fresh FX interventions. And away from Nigeria, 6 bodies have been pulled from an abandoned mine in Stilfontein in South Africa. The number of miners still trapped underground remains unknown. One local source said there were around 4,000 trapped, but police says the figure is likely to be in the hundreds. The derelict gold mines, located approximately 150 kilometers southwest of Johannesburg, have been surrounded by police for the past month, aiming to remove those who are illegally operating there. Authorities have been restricting food and water supplies to encourage them to evacuate the mine. Many illegal miners known as Zama-Zamas come from neighboring Mozambique and Lesotho and often face harsh conditions to work and reside in South Africa. And with that, we come to the end of the news update on Trust TV. Do not forget to follow us across all our media platforms and subscribe to our YouTube for live stream news and programs and documentaries. I am Hawa Gambo. Thank you for joining us. See you next time.